Assalamu alaikum people. Today is Monday the 10th of February 2020. I hope all is well. It's very cold out there, so keep warm. Acha, today's video is going to be about the coronavirus. Obviously it's been going on for a couple of weeks now, and I deliberately held back on this because I wanted to see where it goes. Obviously today the news basically states that in China, the village that it actually come out in, Wu something, basically they've had over 950 deaths in one day. Now we already know that they've built a brand new hospital, massive hospital, in 8 days, and it just shows that, you know, when you've got a will, you can do anything, and they've actually done it. But I want to look into other things, because obviously there's a lot of videos out there that covering, you know, covering different aspects of issues relating to the coronavirus. So I'm just going to touch up on a few of them, and just basically just give you my opinion. And remember, anything I say in this video is my opinion, so I'm solely responsible for my opinion. Obviously you've got your own brains. You can turn around and, you know, go and do a little research and see if you find something different. So before we start, basically let's get you familiar with this coronavirus. Basically this coronavirus has started in some small town in China, and basically it started spreading, and they had to lock down the whole town in the start. And then a week later, because of the death tolls rising, and then obviously the media and everyone, you know, scaremongering everyone, so basically what they done was China's basically under lockdown. So no tourists that have gone there, they cannot leave. The foreigners that are there, they can't leave. The Pakistanis, the Europeans, the UK residents, the Americans, you know, all around the world, they're basically tied down. I mean, there was some you know, some big issues there, where now the videos are coming out where people are recycling old videos, a propaganda machine. And basically what they're doing is they're basically releasing videos where people are getting tortured, people are getting forced and put into vans, and they're blaming, and the titles are coronavirus. But let me assure you, that's got nothing to do with it, because the videos are fake. There's a few that I've seen, and it's common sense. It's winter there right now, and most of the videos you can clearly see that it's the summer. So it's all fake news. Now obviously, coming from the Muslim community myself, I also come across some Facebook ads and YouTube videos where they're saying that, oh, the Chinese are actually getting punished by God, by Allah, because they are murdering and doing a huge massacre on Muslims there. I personally don't believe that's true, because if God really wanted to punish someone who was doing so much bad, so much evil, we all know there's a few countries out there that should have been punished. Yeah. So if God has bypassed all of them and then come for China, it's a little unfair, because there's countries out there that have done more murder, more killing, more torture than even the Holocaust itself over the time. Yeah. So that one's out the window. Don't fall for that stuff as well, because there are countries out there that cause more problems around the world. So how come they're not getting punished? So that one I'm going to throw out the window. I'm going to reject that. Then you know, there's a few videos and ads coming up that, you know, coronavirus, they knew all about it. Yes, because there's on the Dettol what do you call it, and disinfectant, what's his name, stuff. Yeah, there's basically, it clearly says on the other side, on the back, on the reverse, human coronavirus. So these things existed before. Now what we need to look into is that, is this the coronavirus, the human coronavirus that's mentioned on the back of all those the Dettol and the disinfectant, what's his name stuff, yeah? I don't think so. I think this is a different strain of it, and obviously it is causing problems. Now, what I want to open up here is another scenario. And yes, it's been mentioned. There's nothing that the media has not thrown at China right now. But one of them is that one conspiracy is that the Americans have done this. The Americans have thrown it, thrown this coronavirus, set it up there, got it released there just to contain China, because China is causing big problems for America. China is the fastest growing economy around the world, and it's taking over, basically. It's taking over. And America has got a reason to do that, and obviously we know that these guys are masters of chemical warfare, and they have testing grounds, so that can be one scenario. The second scenario is that the Chinese might be doing this themselves. They're doing this to take a lot of attention off of the Muslim genocide that they're doing there. It could be because of that. It could also be to turn around and control the population. So that's another scenario. Then also another scenario can be that the pharmaceutical industry, which is in trillions, they're scaremongering, they're scaring everyone, and then everyone has to turn around and they're going to probably throw out where you have to take certain medication to make yourself immune from this coronavirus. They might have some injections released, and the kids might have to go through them. So there's so much shite going on out there. Yeah. Now, don't go for any of all the stuff that you see in the media. Most of these things that I've covered are on the media. I'm talking social media like Facebook, Twitter. You got it on YouTube, even Google. I mean, they're coming out with a lot of these things, and you have to look at any reports that come out, who they're coming from, under what circumstances, and you need to verify it. Yeah. Now, apparently, one doctor, he's released a new statement today. He's living somewhere in America, and he's basically saying that the Chinese have stopped burying their people now. The ones that die of the coronavirus, they stopped burying them because they're scared that it might, spread. So what they're doing is they've started burning them. They're burning the bodies. Now, I was quite shook up with that. I thought, okay, these people don't even get their rights when they die, and obviously we need to go back to my other video, the rights of the parents, the final rights. So obviously, that right is being taken away from them, because Muslims cannot be burnt. They have to be buried. Christians are the same as well. And likewise, the Hindus cannot be buried. They have to be burnt. And the Buddhists. So basically, that really shocked me. But then when I've done my little research on it, and I thought, wait a second, where did this report come from? Who is this doctor? And then you find out that this doctor has basically left China, and he's jumped ship. He's jumped the boat, and basically he is someone who's basically claimed asylum in one of the foreign Western countries, and obviously they are gonna turn around and say bad things about China. Now, if he's left from there and he's got nothing to do with China, how did he turn around and get this information? And if this information is like this, why is he the only one with it? How come there's no videos coming out on this? How come nobody's just, jumped up on this? Nobody's caught up on it. So people, you need to understand that this coronavirus is something that is serious. We can't joke about it. I mean, I even get messages joking about it. I mean, someone sent me a message that, oh, you smoke weed, and it stops coronavirus. Come on, man. There's people dying out there. And it's serious. It's not a joke. People carrying Dettol bottles with disinfectant sprays, and saying, oh, we've got the cure for it. We've got the cure. It's a joke. People are dying. This is serious. Now, in the UK, we've heard that there's a newborn baby that's been diagnosed with the coronavirus. We've had a grandfather in Birmingham who's been diagnosed with this, and apparently this is rising. And we just need to all be safe. Don't go out if you really have, unless you really have to. Yeah, avoid public places. Just for a week or two, man. Come on, week or two, unless you really, really have to. And if you do, wear a mask if you need to. Yeah. But then make sure that you're not bloody suspected of something else. So you need to stay on top of things and just avoid public places. Avoid like you catching something or you actually getting someone to catch something off you. So it's best to just avoid public places. Don't go out unless you really have to. Stay home, stay warm, and do dua. Inshallah, everything should be better. But this coronavirus is a really serious issue, and I stayed quiet on purpose regarding this. I could have done a video on the first day when I first heard about it, but I thought, no, let's see where it goes. And there's obviously a lot of other people doing videos regarding this, but it's a serious thing. There's a look just now, 7 minutes ago, another 4 new cases confirmed in the UK. So now it's been declared a serious and imminent threat. Yeah. How come these guys didn't have that in place before? Why didn't they have all the antibiotics or anything? Like America said, oh, we've got it under control, and they offered China something, yeah? I mean, I don't want to go into too much conspiracy theories, yeah? But the thing is, though, the reality is that if you know that China is a big country, and people come and go from there, yeah? People are connected to it. People come and go. And these days, a lot of food and stuff like that comes from their ends as well. So, the chances are that it's going to spread quick. So why wouldn't you have everything in place? Yeah, and I believe that they do, but this is just scaremongering, basically scaring people, and then the pharmaceutical industry will get a huge benefit from this, and the people will tear, and it also isolates China. I mean, I know people that are avoiding anywhere where you see Chinese people. So it's stupid. I think the safest people to be around will be the Chinese people. Some people say it's because of their food. Some people say it's because of what they're doing. No, there's a lot of bad stuff going on out there. Coronavirus cannot come from a bat. Yeah, I mean, these guys eat rats, they eat snakes, they eat anything that moves. Yeah, how come they've only caught it from a bat? Yeah. So realistically, that one's out the window as well. Quickly, because my videos get really long, so I'm trying to like cut down and see. Let's see if I can speed up the process and see if I can save a few minutes. But like I said, we're already on 12.5 minutes already, and there's no end to it. What else? People, I think I covered everything. I just hope you're all well, you're all safe, and you guys need to turn around and just read up on this coronavirus thing. And please, if somebody sends you any videos or any messages or anything on Facebook or Twitter or anything, don't just forward it or share it without verifying it, because all you're going to do is you're going to add to the fear of people. You're going to scare people, and what's going to happen is, you've basically not only fallen into the trap yourself, you're throwing other people into the trap as well. So it's best to just turn around and stay humble, stay safe, and research before you send a message. So today's lesson from this video is, don't just forward and share anything that you get through your phones, because I can assure you that 95% of the stuff that you're getting is all unverified, fake news, videos, if they are in video format, basically have been reused from years behind, different times of the year, different parts of the world, and then manipulated into making you believe that this is what's going on. So please don't fall for any of that. Verify anything if you need to, and just stick together, man. Us human race have to stick together. The animals have more love for each other than us humans do, man. So we need to turn around, stick together, and just hope that we overcome this virus like many viruses before. I remember when the mad cow disease thing came out, and everyone was sending it across and passing it around, and I thought to myself, wait a second, where did that come from? And I realized that they are feeding, basically they got chickens, and what they do is, all the leftovers of the chicken pieces, they burn them and they make them into little pills, and they used to feed the cows that. Now, a cow is a vegetarian animal, so basically it cannot eat meat, but if you're forcing it to eat meat, then obviously something's going to go wrong. So, you know, coronavirus, later on they will come out with, I don't think it's the same thing that's written on all the cans, because I keep getting text messages saying, do a video about the coronavirus. We've got the cure for it. And, you know, asking me to actually show you the bottle, but I don't think I need to, because I don't believe that's true. I believe that human coronavirus is a different a level of this disease, and the one that's killing these people is a different. I mean, did you know even a flu can kill you? It depends if your body can fight it with the cells, or you know, the red cells and the white cells. I don't want to get into that, I'm no doctor, but it's common knowledge and it's basic knowledge. So guys, I hope you've liked this video. Please like, share, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Hasta la vista, babies.